Hi there, my name is DJ. Welcome to my channel. Today I am building Leo's half-pipe build set from Snap and Switch. I grew up as a big fan of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as they were a relatively new phenomenon in the 80s. And so I have quite a nostalgic love for them. This set I got recently at Five Below, and I think it looks cute. I'm looking forward to building it. And so here we go. Hopefully you enjoy getting to see it come together. I have the instructions over to the right of me off screen. I couldn't think of a good way to frame them in the shot as well. Yeah, I think from the picture on the front of the box, it's going to be another cool one. I already built Donatello's set offline back before I started making build YouTube videos. That one I can take apart and do again if anyone's interested. But when I first saw these at Five Below, I only bought the Donatello one just because I was curious about the quality of the builds, and I have a nostalgic love for Donatello in particular. He was my favorite turtle, and I liked it a lot. That it's a really cool little set, and so I saw these again at Five Below the other day, and decided to go ahead and get a bunch more of them, which I figure I'll do little build videos on those as well, just for the fun of it. I like making these. It's kind of fun to have a sense of sharing them with other people. But yeah, so it looks like the base is coming together pretty quick here. And looks like we're putting together the skateboard ramp, or half pipe, I guess is their better known. I wasn't much of a skateboard kid back in the day. I wanted to be, but I didn't have a skateboard, and honestly I was probably too afraid to try. But in the cartoons, I was always a fan of them. They seemed like fun. They tended to represent rebellious characters or free-spirited characters, that kind of thing, which, pretty often has a appeal for a little guy like I was. Kids in general, I suppose. Let's see. I got multiple links of these little bars here. I was about to say, like, oh, that one seems too short, but just had to find the right one, I guess. Let's see. I got a little yellow guy here. Oh, that is the wrong little yellow guy. I'll pull that guy off. Wants one of these ones that has a stud on the side as well. Alright. The instructions from Snap and Switch, I think, are pretty good. The Donatello one was pretty easy to follow. And this one so far has been pretty good too. I've tried some brands where it was a real challenge to follow what they meant. And so I appreciate it when the set has good instructions, even if my fumbly little fingers sometimes struggle to follow them. Alright, and once this guy turned around, and we're building up this back corner here now. And now it occurs to me that I've done quite a lot of this without really framing it terribly well for you guys. Oh, I didn't notice this before, but this little block has I'm writing on it that my camera doesn't want to focus on, but looks like the made in data production type info for the set itself. That's kind of cool. I haven't seen that done on a brick before. Usually it's just on the box. But that's a kind of cool little detail. I wonder if there was some sort of legal thing that they had to comply with. I assume so. Yeah. That's generally why those labels exist, is because there was some law about how they had to be. And looks like maybe that gray block that I used a moment ago with the thing on the side is different than the one I should have used. And so yeah, I didn't notice the difference between the two bits right away, but it looks like this one with the more hang down ledge goes over here instead, which is glad I didn't get too far in before I noticed the difference. All right, let's see. Little smooth cap up on there. And we got these little darker gray guys here. Gonna go on the back side of the build, which I assume in a few moments this is going to be the bottom stopper. It's going to hold that printed card that came with the set as like a picture backdrop. And let's see, what's the orientation on that? That, I guess. And then if I want, I can punch out that picture up there to be a window into the background. I do like that about the Snap and Switch. They these little printed cards, they add a lot of detail without adding honestly, without adding a lot of like parts and cost and stuff. So I assume it's a way of keeping their sets appealing without breaking their budget. But I like them. I think they're pretty cool. Let's see. Putting together some of these pipes now. And where did says I'm supposed to have 2 of these little. Oh, maybe that's just the number 2 on the instructions bit. Oh, okay. Sorry, it took me a few moments to figure out the instructions. And here I was talking about how great they were a few moments ago. Honestly, I still think they're pretty good. Can't blame my slow brain on them. Let's see. So let's take this part and we're gonna put that red guy in there and another pipe downward. And then this other little elbow looking guy up there. And then little stud in the end. If I can get it in there correctly. Am I doing it wrong? Oh, I am doing it wrong. The little stud goes in the long pipe and then into there like so. Again, can't blame them for me being a goober. Alright. And then I believe this the yellow goes down here in the end. And then all of that goes on. Maybe the yellow doesn't go on there. It did call for it in the instructions. Did I put it in the wrong place? No, it seems to be where it wants that to go. Why does it feel like it doesn't fit though? Huh. Well, boy, I'm really doing great there, aren't I? Let's see. The rest of that seems. Does that not fit on there at all? Am I doing it wrong? No, it fits on there, but there we go. Huh. Alright. I don't know what I was doing wrong, but guess I got there in the end. So that's something. Alright. And let's see, what do we got next? That's this little plate to go up there. And another little green ooze pipe down over here. And then we get to put our skateboard together. And what I think was the first instructions, but I sort of missed it, was putting Leo himself together. So, gotta get his arms on. And like, oof, minifigure arms, despite the brand, they always, and those shoulders, they're tough. Alright, let me get his hands in. Almost. Alright. And they gave us an extra hand. And we do put his shell on. There we go. Pulled his body apart. Alright, and his head. And we got Leo. And let's give him his swords. or katana. And all right, there is Leo. I can give him his skateboard. All right. So we've got the, oh, we got a whole bunch of stickers. Did it say where to do the stickers? Oh, decal placement is the last step. So let's see. It wants the shell skater bit across those 3 rounded parts in the half shell. So put those guys on. And there's a little broken ooze tube that it wants to go down here on the bottom. And let's see. There's some of these little guys. Looks like I want to have it go up on the edge of this. Boy, I got that one a little off kilter. And then let's see. This Leonardo, I believe it's saying it wants on the back of the half pipe. So we'll put that on there. Little graffiti of his own name. And where does this long one go? Let's see. Oh, it wants, oh, the little guy here is supposed to go on the side. And then the longer one goes on the front of it because they want it to have like a sort of wraparound effect up across the top of there. And then there is this little blue skateboard that it wants on the front of that column. Alrighty. And so now we have the various stickers done up. And our set is complete. And we can believe Leo's going to be a little tall to come down there, and he'll have to do some sort of limbo maneuver to get under the bar if he was skateboarding through there. But all in all, pretty cool. I like him. Thank you for watching. I hope you're all having a good day. Please remember to do all the YouTube things, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.